What is up? My name is Sam, and the NBA Finals is almost set. As you know, a few days ago, the Los Angeles Lakers got officially swept by the Denver Nuggets in Los Angeles, and now we have many questions that we'll get to right now about the Lakers' future. But now I want to congratulate the Denver Nuggets for making the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history. Nikola Jokic winning the Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals award, and now to see what is the situation for this is who are the Nuggets going to face. Of course, you have Boston, who just won a game yesterday, which we'll talk about also. In Miami, who's up 3-1. And I think in either situation, I think how the Nuggets are playing, and of course, I'll give a official prediction whenever the finals are officially set. But I think the Nuggets have the best chance. I know they've had. I don't want to say. I think they've had the hardest path to the finals. Yeah, because I mean, you had a semi. That first round against the Timberwolves was. I mean, it wasn't the hardest, but you had Anthony Edwards having a big game, but it was also Karl Anthony Towns being awful. But I mean, he took care of business in five, and then you go on to the um the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Everyone's saying that Jokic's defense is not going to be there, that they're not going to win and all that. And I stuck to the Denver Nuggets, and they pulled it off at the end. And then now you have to go into the Lakers, who everyone's saying it's LeBron, it's Anthony Davis. Jokic can't guard Anthony Davis, and they beat him in four. They props to them, man, because it took not only Jokic being amazing, Jamal Murray was amazing, Michael Porter Jr. was amazing, Aaron Gordon was physical, playing defense and hitting shots when they needed, and then KCP and Bruce Brown, of course. Retirement, and honestly, obviously, I don't know LeBron James at all personally, and um, I think it might be because I could see why he would retire because this Lakers team feels like there's no future. You have Anthony Davis. Apparently, there's reports of them wanting to be in play for Trey Young, which I think is a bunch of. I don't think that's like, come on, man. No, they don't have the draft equity. They don't have, unless you're going to give up Anthony Davis for Trey Young, which is, I don't think it's worth it at that point. And then they apparently Dallas is in play that they're interested in Anthony Davis, which I think is just one of those reports just to put out something. But I mean, if this team breaks up, which I don't think it'll only break up if LeBron is there, because I don't know how much Anthony Davis wants to be there by himself, and the trade rumors are going to be crazy. I can see one season of Anthony Davis being there by himself in Los Angeles, but if there's nothing around him, it's like I'm back in New Orleans, but it's just in a Laker uniform, and I'm here getting trashed on by these fans and all that. But I mean, that's a whole different conversation. Do I think LeBron James will retire? No, I don't think he will retire. I think he will play enough to try. He'll play enough to try to play with Bronny, or at least play against Bronny, which is just one more. Well, I'd say 2 more years. Yeah, 2 more years. He has to play through the college in USC, and then wait to be drafted to see wherever he goes. But then I could see that that's 2 whole seasons of, LeBron just, like just getting possibly injured, just like more wear and tear on his body. He's already on year 20. Like by the time with Bronny, that'd be year 22 years of NBA basketball. And I mean, you saw it here, man. Like in this Nuggets, you saw his body slowly go down and go down. And once you think, like, man, is it LeBron? Like at the end of LeBron, but then at the end, then he comes here like this game four, and has like 20 something points in the first half, which is, I mean, he can still be one of the best players in the league. But since he is LeBron James, he has to play amazing and have that pressure of being the GOAT, being number two, or whatever you have him. And and if he doesn't do that for a season or two, he's watched. He's like, and he can't have that. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, LeBron James does not care. He has a very successful career, but for that to people to keep mocking him at the end, like keep mocking him towards the end of his career, man. I mean, I would hope we get LeBron, but I could see. I mean, That's like 164 games off the top of my head, just regular season games. That doesn't count playoffs. And then if they don't make the playoffs, that's just the media pressure is for real for these NBA players. And then, like I said, the Lakers have no future. Here are the free agents they have: D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Lonnie Walker, and Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder, who was a big part of your playoff run, who played amazing defense. And you're not gonna pay him too much money. I don't know around how much you have to pay him. Lonnie Walker, who was decent, you probably pay him a good amount. I wouldn't know how much you pay him. And then Rui Hachimura, young teams are gonna want him. We have the Rockets, the Spurs. Like someone is gonna want Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves. We already have Austin Reeves saying that Houston's gonna give him the bag that if he needs it. Like him, San Antonio, anybody that pretty much has money, young teams that have money, Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura are players that they are looking for. And of course, you have D'Angelo Russell. How much do you really want to give him because how bad he played this series? And he can be a good, competent role player, but he played so bad. It's like, is this the downfall or downhill for D'Angelo Russell? Because he can be a good backup / starting point guard, but it's just when he's not hitting shots, he's not really doing much. I mean, no, it's disrespect to D'Angelo Russell, but I mean, they also have to pay all these guys with only $29 million of cap space, and Austin Reeves is probably gonna get more than $100 million contract. And I mean, the math ain't math in there at that point if you're only having $29 million to pay with. Even so, say you pay Austin Reeves 24, 25, or even 20. If you just pay him 20, that's $9 million left to pay Rui Hachimura, Lonnie Walker, and Dennis Schroeder. Because, I mean, if you have to let go of someone, they probably won't play D'Lo. And that's just a lot off the table. And then to tell LeBron, we only signed Austin Reeves back. Will he be okay? And like, okay, what else? That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good for them. And now let's get to the next series. The Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. The Boston Celtics are staying alive. Jason Tatum, 33 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. And Jimmy Butler did not look worried. And I don't blame him not looking worried. He's like, hey, they took a game. Yeah, Jaylen Brown saying, don't let us get one. I think it was either Jaylen Brown or Marcus Smart. But man, I want to have hope. You want to see history, and if you guys been watching, I've been riding with these Boston Celtics. I'm not a Celtics fan or nothing, but I'm a Jason Tatum believer, and I went on a whole rant last series in the 76ers how Jason Tatum is that guy. He finally showed out, but he's been playing not to the standard of Jason Tatum. But I'm hoping that if I'm the Nuggets, I'm hoping that Boston pushes this series to as much as it can. I think the most that the series will go is to 6. I could see them having the momentum of them winning in Boston. If it goes to 7, we will have real conversations if there's a chance. I mean, like for the Nuggets, either team, hey, you're pushing yourself to the max. You're gonna have the finals is gonna start June 3rd, no matter what. I believe, no matter what, it's gonna be June 3rd, and the Nuggets having since was it Saturday to now, or Sunday to now, or Saturday to June 3rd. That's enough rest, and they didn't have to. They just fly to Denver. They stay there. They're resting, and they have the first game of the finals, no matter what. They're in Denver. So they're hoping, you guys push these series, you guys get wear and tear on yourself, and we'll just get here, get some reps in, which of course too much rest can also be bad for them. But I'm pretty sure Michael Malone is keeping them, warm, keeping them on the go. I want to say Boston. I mean, in reality, it's gonna be the Miami Heat, but you know what? I'm sticking to Jason Tatum. Boston does it. Boston makes history coming back, the first team ever to come back from 3-0. And, I mean, I hope it happens because I can't understand. I don't want to see the narrative around Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum being split up. And there's always these things that like they're tired. Someone said they're tired of pretending to like each other, which is, I mean, we obviously don't know. We're not in the locker room and all that, but I just, oh man. But Jimmy Butler, he's probably gonna show out. Have it. He had a big game. He had 29 today, and then it was just Bam not really showing up. Um, Caleb Martin has been amazing these playoffs. Shout out to him. Um, and then Max Strus he had a decent game, not the game he's usually been having this series, but man, oh man, these playoffs have been amazing. Even with the sweep, at least these Lakers games have been close. They were down to the wire, and it took to like a LeBron miss at the end for the Nuggets to win. And now we are almost to 100 subscribers. As you know, we're trying to reach 100 subscribers at the end of the month. We are like about 87. We're at 80ish. I believe we're at 80 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can hit that goal. Don't forget to like, and we'll see you next time with more content.